You all. My name is Dave. I play saxophone and I teach saxophone. And in today's session, I'm going to talk about one of my pet peeves. It's a big one. One of my pet peeves. There's the most important note on the saxophone, and I bet none of you play it. Almost no one ever does. I know this from experience. New students who come into the studio, well, actually, the online studio, used to be a room. And I have great confidence that we're headed back in that direction. But for now, it's an online studio. New students who come in to the online studio, and I say, well, play for me a scale. Play for me, please, the B flat major scale, and start at low B flat. That B flat doesn't come out more often than not. Maybe 1 in 100 students have been able to play that low B flat without some serious intervention. Why is that now? Well, it's because they've never been asked to play it by either a previous teacher or in a band class or a situation like that. Now, does a low B flat show up a lot in charts and in music? I mean, maybe not. So let's be fair here. But it is and has been called the single most important note on the saxophone. Let me grab mine. Low B flat. In fact, it's so bad that some students don't even know how to finger a low B flat. Which keys make a low B flat work, you know? But back to that first comment, it called the most important note on the saxophone. Grab your horns. Let's hear some low B flats here. Pick up your horns and let's play. If you don't know how to finger a low B flat, there are lots of online fingering charts and they're free. Look it up. Anyway, I'll just give you my tenor sax here is the same as your alto, bari, or soprano. 6 down as if you were going to play a D, and your right pinky presses the low C key. Then over here on the left hand pinky table, we're going to reach down to the lowest key there. You've got a group of keys. One makes a G sharp, one makes a C sharp, one makes a B natural. The very lowest closes everything up. Why is this called the most important note? I pondered that. I read that, in fact, from other players like Sonny Rollins. There's a big name in jazz. Who else? Stan Getz. I'm trying to think of some of the other names. I'm just about everybody tests a horn with a low B flat. You know, you get a new horn, they test it with a low B flat, they play the low B flat, and I wondered since I didn't have the option of talking to any of those people, what is it about the low B flat that is the one note? And I thought about that. I thought, well, you know, when I came to this conclusion. You press down, you close every tone hole, basically, and you force the note from up here all the way through the brass and out the big end. The one note. That is the one note that closes off every tone hole in the saxophone. All together now, let's do this. No, this is not torture. This is tone building, skill building, and tone building. And why would you care if low B flat doesn't really show up a lot in, popular charts or things that you might play in school band or with your jazz combo? Because it's a tone builder, because it's included in the price of the saxophone, because as you play low B flat is really how you play everything else. Same amount of air, right? The same embouchure, whatever it takes to produce that low B flat, that's what you want to use on every other note on the saxophone until we get past the normal range of the horn into the altissimo range. We're not going to talk about that in this lesson. Low B flat. Think about that for a minute. Play a low B flat. Observe your embouchure and the amount of air it takes to make that low B flat, and then play another note. Now I notice myself tightening up a little bit on that C, that middle C, just a little bit. So I can correct that. Okay, I wobbled a little bit. You picky people. Anyway, that's the one note, the low B flat. Now, if you can't make a low B flat on your saxophone, it's either you or it's the horn. You could have leaks in the horn. What do I mean by that? Well, it means maybe a pad or something up, usually in the top stack, isn't sealing. Or it could be that it's your fingering. Perhaps you're not closing the keys, okay? Could be your air. Now, you could trick the horn and test these theories. Trick the horn, Dave? Yeah, you can trick the horn. Start on low C. Well, let's start on D. Drop the low C. Got that one? Let's drop the low B flat down. Let's try it again. If you still can't get low B flat, drop by your favorite, whoever fixes horns in your neighborhood. If you want a referral for somebody here in San Diego, I'll give it to you. Reach out to me at my email, davegoodsax@gmail.com. Okay, let's all get to work on the one note that you don't want to play. It's going to help you. It's going to help you build tone. It's going to help your sound. It's going to help your breathing, your embouchure. Remember, as you play the low B flat is how you play everything else, every other note, even the upper stack. Up in a, palm key, D, E flat, F, all those notes. Same air, same embouchure. Loose embouchure, teeth resting on top of the mouthpiece. The reed sitting on your lower lip as if your lower lip was a pillow. No biting, no pressure. Just play that low B flat. Get back to me. If you have any problems, once again, reach out by email. That's the most efficient way to find me. davegoodsax@gmail.com. Thank you so much for coming by. Good to see all of you. Well, I can't see you, but in my mind, I can see you. If you got anything out of this session, hit that love button. And again, I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Over and out. Have fun playing your horns.